Hello and welcome back to Empires and Puzzles with Tom and...
Hannah?
Hello, Hannah! I'm really happy to have Hannah next to me. She's been playing around with her friends all day and you have barely seen her today.
Yeah.
I have been working too. Anyway, guys, today we want to talk about the Valhalla summon, the new heroes that have been added this month, lots of them, quite useful, some of them, I think. So we want to browse through them, talk about their abilities, kind of briefly, not really going to go into too much of details, but just to get a feeling of who might be worth leveling if we got them, because we have 4 Valhalla summons to take. And then we also have 8 pulls from the training camp 20, so with a chance for a 5-star hero.
Yep.
So maybe something will fall in. I'm not really looking forward to many standard, I would say, 5-star heroes, except Liana. I think Liana is the one that I would be really happy about, and the rest is probably food for other heroes later on.
Really?
Yeah, probably. Okay, anyway. You might also want to consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and
Yep.
if you like this video and the topic of it, then consider giving it a like. It really helps the channel out and help us reach more people. So let's go into the featured hero of this month, Baldur. And we
average?
yeah, he's average speed. We can see that his attack is very good, but his defense is so-so, if not weak. But here is his special ability: boosts health of the caster by 1000.
Oh, wow.
If health exceeds max HP, it is added as a temporary HP, and max HP cannot be higher than 100%. So this is what we've seen with most of the heroes with this kind of ability. All allies resist direct mana reduction for as long as the caster has boosted health. So then it's the skills of Guinevere, for example, are useless. And he also
What's Guinevere?
Guinevere is a yellow hero, a very good tank. You remember the lady? Probably not.
Probably not.
Doesn't matter. And he also deals 110% damage to a random enemy each turn for as long as the caster has boosted health. So as long as his health is boosted, so above his max health, this effect cannot be dispelled. I think this is a pretty interesting hero.
I would like him.
I mean, I'm not sure how good he would be. I kind of see him like Alfrika currently. So
But he's average. He's not so.
I know, but he's also not hitting very hard, and I think he might be just fun to play with.
Yep.
And that's the feeling I get. I would consider I would really consider raising him all the way to the top, just to have fun with different heroes. Not just snipers all the time. Interesting card. I would say that's a really interesting card. Then Almur. Almur is a new one too. He's a green fast hero with a pretty balanced stats. And what he does is he deals 120 damage to all targets. Sorry, to that target and the nearby enemies. He reduces maximum health from the target and nearby enemies by 75. So this is kind of like Alfrika does, partly, right?
Yeah.
And the target and nearby enemies gets minus 54% defense against nature. This makes him a really good hero for Titans, I think, right? He's lowering the defense against nature. So if you're fighting blue Titans and you're going with a green team, he might be a really good addition to that green team, and he might boost your Titan scores significantly. She was here before. Heimdall was here before. This guy is new, I think. A 3-star. The caster gets plus 45% attack and a further plus 20% increase every time they or any of their allies are hit during 3 turns. That's pretty interesting. And when the effect ends, the caster deals 164% damage on all enemies. So after those 3 turns, he hits all enemies. So not immediately, but it's like a delayed hit. And each hit on the caster of or their allies during the duration increases the damage by 10% to a maximum of 284% damage. So this is something that might be really interesting. It feels like kind of like a gamble, right? Because the hero, to really be effective, needs to live long enough to be able to launch his attack, right?
Yep.
So he probably wouldn't be very useful in defense, because then you can direct your attacks towards him to finish him off. But in the offense, if you get lucky enough to fire him off and then keep him alive until those 3 turns pass, then I think this will be quite devastating. Interesting one. I think I would level him up.
Yep.
Norns was here before. Bjorn, we already have them. Sumle is in the old one. Fura.
Oh,
Fura is a
wow.
new one. She looks really nice.
Yep. Her braids are nice.
Kind of like elfish, right?
Yep.
And what does she do? She's an average. She deals 150 damage to all enemies. She reduces maximum health from all enemies by 100. And all enemies get minus 50% decrease for any healing received for 4 turns. So this one, I feel like this one is average. I think that this one is average. The 150% damage to all enemies, that's not a lot. Lowering the health, that's an additional benefit, obviously, but
there's something like
it's just 100.
Health can't get lower than 30% of the original max health.
Yeah, but again, I feel that this skill, 100 health is not much. There are also some heroes, we will get to them, that actually are able to counter that and raise the health of your team. So I think this will be quite an average hero. Miss is a cool one. We have her. Yarvur.
I want this guy.
Yeah, he's a fast blue one. He has a pretty solid hit, 265% damage. And his damage also stacks. So the more he hits, the harder he hits. So every time he hits, it gets harder. Which I think in player-to-player battles, it really doesn't matter much, because you rarely get to fire more than once. Sorry, maybe more than twice, right, in a battle. But if you are, then obviously you will get the benefit. But if you are, then you're probably winning anyway. The 10% additional attack will not really matter much. Still a pretty fun hero to have. Kvasir. I think I would send a second Kvasir if we got one. I'm thinking I would do the second one. So we have those two pretty fun heroes to play with. I have this one, but not this one. Sorry.
But we don't have this one.
I have this one, but I didn't raise him. I don't feel like he's worth it. This is a new one, Jot, right? He deals 200 damage to all enemies. So 200 damage. So that's not 150 like the previous lady. 200. But he is slow, right? So that's also something to consider. And then all ice shields on the board become enhanced. And enhanced ice shields have plus 64% attack when cast from attacker side and minus 57% attack when cast from defender side. Might be pretty interesting for Titan, maybe. Might be useful in player-to-player battles, but I still feel like this is kind of an average.
Yeah, his avatar is not so fun.
Yeah,
not so nice.
and kind of situational. What if you don't have any blue tiles on the board, right? Then, then he just deals damage, and well, his damage is not that bad, so still pretty okay, I would say. Agnes, a 3-star, a fast 3-star, deals 320 damage to the target, and the attack has a plus 60% chance to bypass defensive buffs. This includes counterattack, so kind of like Tyr, kind of similar skill like Tyr, and she hits pretty hard. So I think I would actually prefer her for player-to-player battles instead of instead of Jarvor.
Oh, but he's so cute.
Yes, but we want heroes to be useful. Shader Eve, I think that's how you read it. Shader Eve. So this is a slow red, and he boosts attack and critical chance for the allies for 4 turns. All allies also receive the special status that will make them be reborn if they die during 4 turns, and they will be reborn with 70% health, 500 attack, 500 defense, and special skill eternal loyalty. Quite an interesting hero, I would say.
Yep.
Quite an interesting one. The critical chance is really, really strong, plus 30%. That's not too shabby, and might be fun to play around with. Beowulf, we have this one, Sudri is a new one as well. Deals 100 damage to all enemies. Deals additional 24% damage for each fire shield on the board, up to 340. So this might be really a killer, but again, there was a hero similar like that, I think somewhere in the... Was there? Or maybe I saw it somewhere on Facebook. I'm thinking that this is kind of cool, right? So for every shield your attack gets boosted, that's kind of fun. But usually when you charge the attack of that guy, then you've probably used up most of your red shields and you don't have much more. Still, you know, even for like 4 shields on the board, he would actually do like 200 damage to all enemies.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And also he's slow, so that's something to consider as well. And do you have anything else? Grevla, a 3-star badger. I think he's called a badger in English.
Oh, wow.
Boost health, he's average, right? Boost health of all allies by 250. So as I said, this is a guy that can counter the ability that lowers your health, right? And all allies get plus 30% attack for 4 turns, which is pretty nice as well. Although I think that standard healers will actually be stronger than this guy. I don't see him as my go-to healer, at least for now.
Oh!
Gulinbursti,
Nice.
a 4-star. That guy, as far as I remember, is pretty interesting. So he's slow. He boosts health of all allies by 400, so that's pretty good, right?
Yep.
The caster gets plus 45% attack and a further plus 20% increase every time they or any of their allies get hit during 3 turns. And again, similarly like the previous card we've seen, when the effect ends, the caster deals 164% damage to all enemies. And each hit on the caster or their allies during the duration increases the damage by 10%, all the way to 284 if applicable. I wonder if minion hits count to that, because if minion hits count to that and the enemy has minions, right? You launch this guy and then like 10 minions hit your team, then your damage is going basically all the way to maximum. And then not only he heals, but he also hits really hard. That could be a really interesting card to play with. He is slow, but I understand why he is slow, right? He would be a very strong card, probably too strong if he would be anything else than slow.
Well, maybe if he would be a 5-star, then it will be good, but a 4-star.
Interesting card for sure. And that's the end, right? So, you know, definitely a lot of interesting heroes introduced, and hopefully we will get something new so that we can raise them up and play around with them. Okay, are you ready? 2 for you, 2 for me. You want to start?
Yes.
Go on then. Alrighty.
Oh wow, it's so nice. The shield is nice.
And Grevla, one of the new ones, although I think one that I actually said that I probably not a huge fan of this one. Alright, maybe I will have better luck. Let's see. Green again. Oh, Biolf, we already have this one. I actually raised him all the way to the top recently, so we don't want a second one. Blue, Nordry. We already have Nordrys, 2 of them leveled up. I'm not going to level up a 3rd one.
No.
Last one for me, and we will be able to open a chest too. Come on! Blue, Yarvor.
It's the second one that you didn't want.
It's the second one that I didn't want. Damn it! I guess we will try next month for better luck. Maybe a 4-star ascension item at least. What? Gloves? You can take your gloves and shove them up your drawer. All right. So the last button we can click is this training camp. It has 5-star heroes. I think like 8 of them over there. Probably not. You want to go?
Yeah.
Try it. Let's see what you will get. Okay. Oh, my hero rooster is full. We have to eat someone. I've been raising cage recently, so let's eat some people. Beowulf, Nordry. I will leave the fresh ones. I will think about them at least. Okay, I will think about them. Okay. Mariana, welcome.
But you'll turn in the
It's
door.
a third one.
Yeah.
I don't want her.
I thought so too.
Carver, thank you, very nice. Brienne. Hawkmoon. Bane. Well, it's not like I expected any more 5 stars. I was hoping that if we get one, it will be really good. There were actually 2 Hawkmoons, as you can see. 3 Hawkmoons! 3 Hawkmoons in this set. That's why it went so fast. I thought that it hasn't been 8 yet. Anyway, I think next 5 star will come next month when we will be doing Valhalla.
Yep.
Sounds good? Alright, awesome. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you have been holding your thumbs for our hero pulls. Unfortunately, no luck for us. We're not going to use the diamonds. We will probably wait for next month. Maybe we will be able to get all the way up to 10 pulls by then, and then we will do the 10 pulls. Today we could only do what?
Maybe we'll
5 pulls? 4 probably.
Maybe we'll do 30 pulls, but we'll have
30?
to wait. I always wanted to do 30 pulls, and I never did it.
We would have to wait like, I don't know, 6 months.
We can wait.
I don't know if I have the patience for that. We will see.
You never did it.
I never did that. Yes.
You did 20.
No, you can't do 20. You can do 10 plus 10.
Yes, you did 10 plus 10. But I want to do 30.
No, I get you, but you know, it is what it is. No Clarissa for us this month, unfortunately. We did some pulls, but apparently it wasn't enough.
Still?
Yeah, it's almost the end of the month, so she will be gone in 2 days. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. As always, enjoy the game, have fun, don't get frustrated with your pulls, don't get frustrated with your boards. This is really just a game, and it's meant to be fun and joyful. Right, Hannah?
Yep.
Are you getting frustrated with the boards?
No.
Are you getting frustrated by getting 3 stars?
No.
Of course
not. I like the 3 star because the 3 stars have the nicest avatars.
Yeah. You're right, sometimes I get frustrated with the boards, but I tried not to. Okay? I tried not to. I'm fighting with it. I'm fighting. I'm doing my best.
We have a free summon and epic hero summons.
Some other time. We will wait for an event. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.